Hello, YouTube. Today, I want to talk about things that bother me. Well, all my videos are about what things that bother me, but specifically something that really irritates me. Now, I wear a ring with the Freemason symbol on. Now, some of you may know who the Freemasons are, but some of you may be asking, who are the Freemasons? Well, the Freemasons are a secret society that, not buy national treasures like they keep the secret of America's treasure. No, it's not that. What they are a secret society that comes together once or twice a year, and what they do is they discuss philosophy, politics, and so forth. But here's the interesting thing. Atheists aren't allowed in the Freemasons. It pisses me off, it really does. It pisses me off that, 1, an atheist can't be a part of the Freemasons. 2, an atheist can't be president of the United States. 3, an atheist can't hold higher power in politics. 4, atheists are ridiculed by some Christians who think that they're all high and mighty above everybody else. And 5, the fact that when it comes to national coverage of something big, like the annual American Atheist Convention, which is a big event in not only according to atheist history, but according to American history, because when the American Atheist Society was invented in the 80s, early 90s, it was a very small number of people, because at the time the country was still very religious. But after September 11th, 13 years today, time flies by. But anyway, a lot of people went back to religion, but after that, they snapped right back like, what am I doing? And then the number has grown since then. And since that time, the American Atheist Society has grown so big, it's a part of American history. And yet, people don't talk about it in schools. Why? Oh, because in some schools, they will talk about why the Founding Fathers believed in God, but they won't talk about the philosophical side of Thomas Jefferson. They won't talk about the philosophical side of Benjamin Franklin. People are scared to think for their own. Most people who are religious, who are holy rollers, who think they're high above everybody else, are too scared to think for their own. They don't want to think for their own. There are some Christians, who I call Christian independents, who not only think for themselves, they not only have a mind, but they view science. They believe in God, but they don't believe in the Immaculate Conception, which I know a lot of people who are Christian independents. I know a lot of people who are holy rollers who think they're above everybody else. And holy rollers can't accept science. They can't accept evolution. They can't accept anything that God of the Gaps is not involved with, which is pretty sad, in my opinion. I'm not talking about the Christian independents. I'm leaving them alone. The Christian independents I like. They accept atheists as people. The holy rollers, though, they say atheists do devil worship. How many times do we have to tell you people? We don't believe in God, that means we don't believe in the devil. Leave us alone with the devil worship shit. I mean, when it comes to that type of stuff, some atheists like me are terrified of devil worshippers. Why? Because they preach not only hate, but they preach thoughts of murder. Okay? Say what you want about Charles Manson, but he was so psychotic, he was a devil worshipper. Although his club wasn't just a family, like a creepy family, but they were devil worshippers. They were. And they were in a scary group. They were a scary group. And I'm an atheist and I'm terrified of devil worshippers. I am. Because they're not only worshipping with something that may not exist. See, I'm not an atheist that says God is not real. I'm not saying that. I'm saying there can be a God, but I'm living my life. I don't believe in God, but I will live my life as good as I can be. And if I die and if God is real, then if I get in the gates of heaven, fine. But I'm gonna live my life in the moment now. I'm not gonna believe in something which I don't. Just because everyone says you have to believe in God to hold this, to hold that. Why? Atheists are just as are people. We're people. We have thoughts, we have ideas, and we like to express them. I would love to be a part of the Freemasons because it's a philosophical society. And if there's a religious philosophy, guess what? There's an atheist philosophy. Let atheists in the Freemasons, please. Hashtag, let atheists be Freemasons. Hashtag, let an atheist be president. Hashtag, let atheists be accepted. 3 hashtags that you could use on Twitter if you're an atheist. Let's spread the word. I understand that religion gives people comfort. It gives someone to look for. It gives them some reason to be happy. But when I look at the world, I see devastation. Okay? 9/11, 13 years ago, today. Devastation. It was an unexpected thing for America to experience. It was a tragic thing for America to experience, and even years later, it's still painful to people who lost their loved ones in the terrorist attacks. It's something that they just can't bounce back from. It's sad. It really is. Even still today. And when people suffer loss, like a tragic loss, I'm not talking about a family death like you have a elderly family member who dies of a sickness or a disease or just old age. I'm not talking about that. You can bounce back from that. You can bounce back from that. You can't bounce back from losing your family member if they were murdered or if they were killed. You can't bounce back from that. And you just can't. Even still to this day, it's sad for the people, and that's why religion comforts them. But there were people, atheist families, who lost their loved ones as well. And in New York, at Ground Zero, there was this beam that formed into like a cross thing, but they said, "Oh, God put it there." No, He didn't. That's not a mark of God. That's just a beam that didn't get damaged. Let's take that away and keep it common ground. Let's keep it as a memorial for both the atheist and religious families. This is why I think atheists should be more accepted to society, because there are a lot of atheists who are good people. I'm a good person and I'm an atheist. See, when it comes to movies like God's Not Dead, making the atheist seem like Darth Vader, And it's just a wrong accusation. Atheists are not bad people. Atheists are very good people, just like religious people, but there are some religious people who are terrible people. Westboro Baptist Church, they're a hate group. They're a hate group. And there are religious people saying God hates faggots, God hates faggots. No, you hate gay people, not God. If God is real, he loves everybody. Because after all, we're all God's children, right? Oh no, not in your mind. You think you're so perfect that God only likes you. No. If God is real, he likes everybody. So, gay people are just another group he likes. It's like how people treat porn stars. Granted, porn is a great profession. It really is, because you're making money from having sex, and people pay to watch that shit. I mean, it's a great profession, and yet people, or religious organizations where these porn stars, even ex and current porn stars, donate to because out of the will of their hearts, regardless if they believe in God or not, it's dirty money because it's from a porn star. That's bullshit. Porn stars are good people as well. They love, even though they love sex, they're good people. And I just don't think it's fair that atheists get left out of pretty much everything. Besides the American Atheist Society, other than that, atheists get pretty much left out because, oh, you don't believe in God. Even in the military, an Air Force member said he has swear an oath with the "So help me God" or leave the Air Force. He wants to serve his country. Let him serve his country. Make him swear on Darwinism. Do that. Atheists can swear in Darwinism because we believe in science. We don't believe in religion. We believe in science. We trust science because science is something we could read, we could study, we can go over the mistakes and fix them. So people, if you know someone who's an atheist, just give them respect. Give them respect because we're people too. And we're not devil worshippers. Not all of us say God is dead, there is no God. I don't say that. I'm open-minded. I'm like Harry Houdini. Harry Houdini was an atheist. Well, not an atheist. He was agnostic, though. He didn't believe in spirituality. And so pretty much he didn't believe in religion. Yeah, that would make him an atheist. But even Harry Houdini said, I'm open-minded. If there is a spirit world, I'm open-minded to it. Just don't bullshit around with me when it comes to like these like psychics kicking tambourines and people pulling pots, pans. Don't bullshit me with that. And Harry Houdini was one of the greatest magicians who ever lived. And although he did come out with his atheism, but people still adored him. So if you know an atheist, and if you know a member of a family who lost and their loved one was an atheist who died in 9/11, don't ridicule them. Give them as much sympathy as you would a religious person. Or even more. Because they are people too. So just be kind to everybody. It doesn't matter if you're religious or if you're non-religious, agnostic, or atheist. Just be kind to people. If you're not kind to people, if you let people out of everything, this is an imperfect world. And you'll get a disastrous world if we decide to kick out every different group because they're different. Just think about that.